Hey, thanks for coming and tuning in again. This is Brian Schumann coming to you from Transwest Truck, Trailer, and RV here in beautiful Belton, Missouri. Today I've got a real special coach I want to show you that we got in, and it's a deal. Everything about it is immaculate. It's a deal though. It's a 23 Entegra Cornerstone 45D. Okay, that's their top of the line. That's their flagship and Entegra coaches. This has only got 3,300 miles on it. Yes, 3,300 miles on it. I'm cheat sheeting this a little bit because I want to make sure I get some of the amenities that are on this coach. But basically, for a $909,000 coach, you can buy this coach today for $505,000. I don't know any other coach out there that has that kind of reduction and that has that kind of availability and price, knowing that you're basically getting a brand new coach. Keep in mind here at Transwest, we run it through both of our shops. We have a chassis shop with 11 bays of service, so we go through everything on the what I call the grease monkey part of it, the frame down. And then we run it through our beautiful RV shop with their 17 bays of service here. And then again, they run through all the systems, make sure everything's top notch, make sure the coach is standing tall. So you're getting a coach that's had a little bit of just shaking and rattling into it, and now it's gone through again, and at a price that's basically half price almost. So this is the Entegra Cornerstone, built on the K3 chassis by Spartan, 1,950 pounds of torque. It's probably the cheapest, in this case, coach out there in the country if you want a 605 with that kind of towing capacity, 20,000 pound hitch, with that kind of horsepower and that kind of torque. And then again, that's just the beginning of it. Let's go through this coach a little bit and show you some of the amenities. We decided to show it with you outside, with the huge Girard awnings out that are wind censored, but notice how it covers almost the entire coach. And with the drop angle on that, you get about 60% more shade than you would in a typical awning. They're quiet, they match the airline, the flow of the cab, and armless to boot, so they're really good looking. As you start in this first part of this, you see you have a keyless entry. You have fuel you can use and fill the coach from both sides. You have big parking lights. You have side cameras. You have a 360 camera up here, and there's more around the coach. And there you have an aerial view. Looks like a drone shot where you can see the actual coach from up above and see if anybody's walking around or towards your coach. If not, you have stainless steel trim all the way along your sideboards and your storage doors. Outside TV. Full body paint, cut and buff. Starting up here, you have yourself a nice Dometic freezer, fridge, whatever you want to do. You can set the temperature for how you want it and have one part freezer, one part fridge, or all freezer or all fridge, depending on what you're doing with it. It's on a slide out tray that locks in. You have push button retractable doors, so no more slamming or grabbing or freezing that can happen in your drawers. You have slide trays that come out. Notice how there's really neat carpeted areas on each tray, so your stored goods will stay where they are. I think that's really a nice amenity to have. As you work back through here, you can see you have your fuses for your leveling jacks, for your house power, battery tank, and generator, so it's very nice and easy to get to, nicely finished off. And your inverter switch on and off, again, all carpeted. Very, very nice on Entegra's part. Your water bay, another one of your sensors. And you have an easy steer tag axle, so this again is going to improve your steerability of a big coach that's 45 feet long, which you expect on a 605 horsepower Spartan chassis. Your DEF fuel filter and fuel filler right here. Your disconnects for your chassis battery, and of course, as typical with Spartan, you have access to your filters that are easy to get to, which cuts down on diag time. Look at the paint job. Again, I'll show you this again with the slides, with the awnings in, because it just pops. This is the Red Horizon paint that's on this coach. Coming back here, you have your 7-hole plug already wired. You have an air line coming back, so you can tow up an Air Force One braking system for your tow vehicle. 605 horsepower, again, rear camera, 1,950 pounds of torque. You have a side radiator, so it's going to keep the radiator cooler and cleaner. You have more air flowing. And if you look here also, you can even see where the vents on these are even facing forward to grab extra air for cooling power. I think that's a neat thing that Entegra does on their coaches. Notice it's a tapered bottom on the fishtail in the back here, so it slopes up. So the coach is going to be dragging if you're going through and over a railroad track or something like that. Place to store your stinky sleazy, your hose. Nice water bay with, again, all controls you need for your tanks. And this one has a 100-gallon fresh tank, 62 gray and 41 black. Plenty of liquids for your traveling needs. Nicely marked. A place for hand towels, outside shower, retractable water hose also. This Entegra has an Aqua 45D hydronic heating system, and it has the loops running through the floors, so you've got your heated floors that are accompanied with the Aqua Hot system. Retractable 50 amp cord, 35 feet long. Here's your dust devil or your dirt devil for your central vac system. And notice how you easily get to these pass-throughs on both sides. These trays will come out both ways. And you have a third tray up front. Again, here's your other fill for your diesel fill. Again, large parking lights. And here's a system for your equalizer for leveling your coach. You can do it here, you can do it inside. And your generator, you got a 12.5 kilowatt Onan generator that'll power this beast. So again, also while I'm in here, I'm about to show you, this is where you have your Spartan adaptive cruise, collision avoidance, lane departure systems. You can set that for different seconds. So if you're following people, you have that safety factor you can plug into to keep your distance between the next coach in front of you. All that's, again, electronically controlled inside. Another camera up front to show you where the front part is when you're looking at it, and you can change the screen picture from the side to the front to the back or to overhead, whatever you want to do. Notice the recessed lights, the clearance lights are kind of sharp, and you have this edgy kind of LED light looking here when the lights are on. Kind of gives it an aggressive look, and of course the Entegra symbol lights up also going down the road. So let me take a second and put everything back together, then we'll show you what it looks like in the bright sun. Be right back. Okay, so we're back outside this 2023 Entegra Cornerstone 45D that I wanted to highlight for you today as a special. Again, now we have the slides out. This is a 4-slide unit. And as you look at this, we can see the extra awnings that are over each window in terms of your living room. And there's more on the other side, so you have your whole living room and kitchen area that can have day awnings out, in addition to the overhead awnings that we had out before. Notice as you pan around this, you can see how the slides are painted to match the coach. Again, just that fit and finish that Entegra does on the Cornerstones. That looks great. Also, I wanted to call your attention to the very, very top rail where the awning is. Notice how it's also painted to match the rest of the coach. So that red and white just goes up and over onto the top of the coach. Gives it a really cool look. Now you can see the smoke gray as it goes from the light gray into the dark gray. Same way that red did, that dark red up to the light red. Just a nice, nice job of paint work on this Cornerstone 45D. Looking on the other side, you can see where you can notice the awnings that'll go over the bedroom and again the living room area. So you have day awnings that you can put out all electrically from inside the coach. Bedroom, living room, and living room. So down there in that hot Arizona sun, Florida sun, whatever, try to get as much shade in your coach to keep it nice and cool. Always a good thing to do. And cooling shouldn't be a problem on this coach because you have 3 15,000 BTU air conditioners on the coach. So it'll keep you nice and cool all day long. This also has 290-watt solar panels on it to keep those house batteries stored up. And you've got a Santicon macerator system. Your mirrors, of course, are heated and all power controlled. So let's go inside now and take you through some of the amenities inside this Cornerstone 45D. So as we enter this coach, I want you to see there's a drawer down there that you can pull out to put down like your Crocs or sandals if you're coming in from the beach or they're soiled or something like that. Or keep in mind if you have a pet, great place for a water tray, maybe some food, either way. As you come into this Cornerstone 45D, Italian leather grip right here, and also one on your left as you come in to that keyless entry. Italian leather, these are heated seats and cool seats and massage, and you have a control that you can use, so lots of comfort. 6-way adjustable electronic seats, lumbar, you name it. Front LED TV, and you have this entire valid infotainment center that I wanted to point out to you that is just really cool. Everything you need to do, pretty much, you can do from here except your slides. But here's a good example of that overhead view I was telling you about. But again, you can trickle through your audio, your climate. You can run the different levels of heat and comfort up front, recycling it, air conditioning, synchronizing. You can run all your shades. Just depict where you want to run them from. And again, you can do this in the back on that valid screen back there also. But this is a really nice piece of technology that the Entegra does. And notice how large it is. And we have the sun out with the shades, and it's not creating a glare or anything. So it's very usable. Your wheels all tilt and adjusted electronically from your dash. In addition to on the dash, on the steering wheel, I'll show you some other things. Here's your GPS, your leveling, which again is hydraulic leveling, and you can actually dump on one side if you want to, or manually dump if you need to. Your phone, your lights, which again you can do in the back. Your power systems, looking at generator, and of course it has auto gen, electronic locks for your entry and your cargo door, and then your different settings, and of course your radio. So as we look at the steering wheel itself, again, Spartan chassis, easy steer, power steering, and again, when this wheel is turned, it'll always come back straight every single time. So when you put it into gear, you know you're either going straight forward or straight back. Why is that important? Well, again, safety. If someone's in front of you or someone's in back of you, or the minute you start moving, you know you're going to be going straight and not making a turn one way or the other to hit a curb or something in your campsite. But I want to point out on the side here, you've got volume and mute for your radio, everything you can do right here. And the other side, you have your engine braking, which again is the 3 levels of engine braking and your traction control, as well as the smart wheel features that are on the wheel. Chargeless phone charger here and also on the passenger side. And again, you have an extra battery boost, your lights, windows, and you can dump your tag axle if you want to, your brakes, and just a couple of switches for your lights, windshield wiper, and again a push button on start, off start button. So that's the cab part of this coach that I wanted to point out to you. And now I want to take you through the amenities on this. This is the almond cabinetry, that's a matte finish. The exclude linen front, the harvest wheat tile, and the red paint outside. So again, those are the colors schemes in this particular 45D coach. You have yourself a complete sofa bed that'll come out, 50-inch LED smart TV that'll come up here. Really comfortable and very boisterous. Well, boisterous, I'm trying to think of just a name for that, but just very comfortable theater seats. I do have to give them credit for that. I like the armrest, it's nice and padded. And again, you have a storage tray for all your reading materials, or maybe late night stacks that you want to hide from somebody else. I told you about the heated floor. Plenty of vents in the ceiling for those 3 15,000 BTU air conditioners. And back in the kitchen area, we have a nice ample space for your cooking needs. You have an induction cooktop, Furrion 2-burner cooktop, Whirlpool 36-inch microwave convection oven. And again, don't be afraid about cooking in these things. Sometimes people say, oh, I had to have an oven to cook bread or a cake or anything like that. Again, just do a little bit of reading, and these things will hold their temperature, and you can do it in half the time. Like I said, a pull-out counter. Opposite of that, you have a dinette booth with, again, a table that pulls out. You have storage down below that can be pulled out. Plenty of cabinetry overhead, so for your storage needs, extra either linens or kitchen materials you need. And again, nice, hard, strong cabinetry, great hinges, and I believe, yeah, there's a nice carpeted area inside here that'll keep things to a quiet and also keep things hopefully from moving around too much as you're enjoying this 45D. So here's this big infotainment center also that you can do everything pretty much, plus the shades and the slides and everything from here, but without running through everything. Again, it's very simple to work and run, and it's just very easy to read. Nice size screen, a nice piece of technology that I think is very much appreciated. In this 45D, it is a bath and a half model with a macerator Sanacon system in it. So again, you have a recessed sink, a porcelain tile, stool, plenty of lights, vanity, solid closing door. You have your LG full 19-liter cubic foot fridge, plenty of space in your pantry, and I like the fact that they can again adjust the size and the height of these large pantry door shelves to meet your cooking, baking, storing food needs. You have a pocket door that'll separate all this living room from the bedroom. Again, it's a solid, it's not a hollow door, it's a solid door. Coming back here, you have a ceiling fan, full-size, king-size mattress, nice-size TV. You have more shelving units for your clothes and wearing needs, plenty of drawers and dresser spaces, and you have a soundbar, a Bose soundbar, but down below. Walking into the bathroom, and I say walking in because there's not a step there, you have a full-size 40 by 40 inch shower tile, water miser system, skylight, flip-up teak bench seat, shower bench seat, again your Sanacon system, dual vanities in your 45D Cornerstone, plenty of storage down below and above, and lights and vanities, and power on the other side for your razor or blow dryer. Nicely well lit. Now you step up into, what do we see? We see a cedar lined closet. Okay, plenty of, again, a LED strip coming all the way on along your wardrobe so you can see what kind of clothes you're picking out and the colors. Sometimes that's important. You're trying to dress in the nighttime or in the off evening and you're not sure what things are. The colors will help you see what it is. More storage space, movable shelves, and large, well-built shelving for your clothing wear. Splendid stackable washer and dryer also. So I've gone through a lot of the amenities in this coach, and the build sheet I have, I can send it out to you. But this 45D, I can't emphasize enough, at $505,000 is just a super buy to get this kind of a luxury coach. First of all, in this condition, you won't find another one more perfect. But with the amenities it has, the 605 horsepower, and everything that goes along with that Spartan chassis, for this kind of a towing rig, you've got storage, you've got beauty outside, you've got functionality with your awnings, and in your layout of your cabin and pantry area and cooking area. What's not to like? My name's Brian Schumann. I appreciate you watching the video. Give me a call anytime. I'll be displaying as many videos as I can, whether it's this coach or other coaches that we have. You can find me on Facebook, and my number and contact information is on there as always. So thanks for tuning in, and until next time, safe travels.